Dan and with the producer.
Lots of song. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in to the 2022 VGM Awards Ceremony. We're so glad that you're joining us. My name is Sarah Lowers, and I'm coming to you live from the Hilton Garden Inn in Cedar Falls, Iowa. I'll be your host this evening, and I'm joined by Jeremy Stoltz. Jeremy's filling in for Matt Waller, who couldn't be here this evening, and he'll be your co-host to help guide us through tonight's event. This is our first ever hybrid awards event, combining a live audience with a virtual audience to honor and celebrate this year's awards finalists. They're an amazing group, and most of them are able to be here live in our audience tonight, along with their invited guests and loved ones. So I would ask now, if you are a finalist this year, please stand and be recognized. Great group. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. We want to thank all of you, regardless of where you are, for tuning in tonight and understanding our need to continuously adjust in these uncertain times. For our finalists, our guests, and other in-person attendees, we thank you for going through the testing process to ensure that we have a safe environment for the small group that is here tonight. As you know, for the past few weeks, we've been hosting a silent auction to raise dollars to support the VGM Family Fund. The bidding concluded at the beginning of our program. However, there is still an opportunity for all of us to make a difference by making a donation. You can support the fund by clicking on the link that's posted in the chat. But for now, let's learn more about the VGM Family Fund.
When you ask an employee owner to describe what it's like working at VGM, one word comes up time and time again: family. We look out for each other, we support each other, and when times are tough, we offer a helping hand. In January of 2021, we launched the VGM Family Fund. This program is supported by employees for employees. It allows us to come together to assist a fellow employee owner in true need. And it's already made all the difference for our VGM family members. Here's what a few recipients had to say. Whether they're dealing with a temporary setback or a life-changing event, we're here for them, as a family, to help provide financial support to get them back on their feet. To date, over $18,000 has been awarded to employee owners in need, but there's more good to be done. Help a family member in need by contributing to the VGM Family Fund with either a one-time or a recurring donation. We all face hardship at some point in our lives, but we are not alone. The VGM family is here to help. Thank you for being part of the VGM family. Thank you for making a difference.
Wow, Sarah, isn't it amazing to see how much VGM employee owners care about one another?
It sure is. So let's see how much we've raised to support this program. And the total is... That is truly awesome. Well done, and thank you to everyone who chose to donate.
So, who's ready to meet our finalists? Here we go.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the 6th Annual VGM Awards Ceremony. Tonight we've come together for one very important reason, to recognize some great people and honor each other as members of an amazing team. We want to thank everyone who took extra care to safely join us in person tonight, as well as our fellow employee owners joining us virtually from home. I would like to take this moment to recognize our 2020 winners, since we weren't able to recognize you in person last year. We had to do that virtually. So I know we have a couple of our 2020 winners present tonight. When I call your name, I'd like you to stand and remain standing. Craig Douglas and Kelsey Wiedemeyer. Congratulations. Now, could all VGM Award finalists, past and present, in person or at home, please stand to be recognized, and let's give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. I'm looking forward to seeing the messages of support for these deserving finalists. Nominations for these awards started a few months ago when we asked for the names and stories of the incredible people who make VGM such an amazing place. We received over 100 nominations, and each one told a story of greatness. The selection process was challenging, but we were able to narrow them down to a few finalists in each award category. We have 23 finalists this year, and for the first time, an entire team has been selected as an award finalist. While there is only one winner for each award, every one of our finalists tonight is a shining example for each of us to follow. Each of you should be very proud of the meaningful, memorable work that you're doing every single day to drive VGM forward.
All right, we're going to get into our first award. Just a friendly reminder to please hold your applause until I say all of the finalist names and announce the winner. Thank you. So it's my honor to present this year's Innovator Award. Our finalists are people who always look for different or better ways to do things. They bring new ideas to the table and embody the power of one principle to welcome change. This year's finalists are Scott Hagberg, sorry, Scott, who's only been with VGM a short time, but has made a significant impact in advancing technology at VGM. The Redstone Content Solutions Emerson project team, which includes Derek Anderson, Zachary Bunyard, Casey Feller, Andrew McNamara, and Jaron Simpson. This team leveraged their skills to provide critical solutions to their customer, Emerson. Beth Cox Hollingsworth, who leads Moxie's content strategy and helped develop VGM's new journey. And Mandy Joyner, who's a marketing leader and an outgoing co-chair for the ESAP Communications Committee. And the winner is the Redstone Emerson team. Is Casey in that? Yeah, there she is. Congrats. There's this and this. I'll have you stand here and we have a video for you.
Emerson presented a problem that was perceived to be impossible, and that team, through their innovation, through their collaboration, and just challenging the status quo, found a way to make it possible.
We tell our team all the time that if we're not constantly providing value, then why does somebody paying us money need to keep us around? So what we've tried to do is understand the business and then figure out how we can advance their cause.
I could come up with 50 examples of where we've run into a technical issue, something that my team can't necessarily deal with. We can toss it over the fence to them, and it's the whole group that leverages their skills and abilities in ways which are unique.
For us, it's never been about any one initiative. It's really trying to get to know them, getting to understand what issues they're trying to solve, and then positioning ourselves over time to be that trusted advisor.
When you look at Redstone, when you look at their business, there is no rinse and repeat in their business. Every customer's need is specific to that customer. So you really have a team here that is forced to develop solutions that are continually innovative.
They're also, in my estimation, the most technically astute group within the Web Center content environment. There hasn't been an issue that we haven't been able to put in front of them that they ultimately couldn't solve.
The team looks at things differently than most, and they challenge themselves on, let's not just find the easy way, let's find the right way, and then let's find a way to get it done.
Their involvement, Redstone's involvement in keeping the system working and running, I mean, that's critical. It's what keeps the business running.
And how cool is that you get a team that's constantly challenged to always be on top of their game, always present the best, newest solution, and a team that can actually deliver that? Man, that doesn't happen often.
Well, thank you. That was a good video. I'm not sure I can actually top that, but first off, good evening. I do understand that this is the first time that a team has been considered a finalist at the VGM Awards. The Redstone crew is a new addition to the VGM family, and we do thank you for considering us as a team and for all the support over the past year, as these endeavors truly are a team effort. I would like to call out specifically the Emerson developers on this team. They are not here tonight, but they all are scattered throughout the United States and are hopefully watching us online, as they are the true innovators. Excuse me. We have Derek Anderson, Zach Bunyard, Andrew McNamara, and Jaron Simpson. I have to further my comment on the dedication of this team. They're always putting the client first and continually build the relationships inside and out. It's those relationships that afford us the runway to foster our ideas and model them into innovative solutions. And this allows us to hold true to the Redstone tagline, and that is that we deliver. I am so extremely proud of this team and what they have accomplished. All the ideas, the perseverance, the hard work, the long days, nights, and weekends allowed us to be successful and in the eyes of the client. We thank the VGM family for the warm welcome and for all those who are pillars in supporting us through this project. I speak for the whole Redstone team here in that we are happy to be a part of this VGM family, and we are excited to contribute to its future. So thank you.
Our next award honors an out-of-the-box thinker. Our nominees are creative and curious with the ability to see a unique solution to any problem. They anticipate challenges and they meet them head-on with ingenuity. Our finalists for this award are Heather Johnson from VGM Education, who is a rock star trainer. Greg Packer, U.S. Rehab President and someone who relentlessly works to serve our customers. And Nick Patton, who is at the ready to solve problems at any one of our VGM fulfillment locations. And the winner is Greg Packer.
You just forget what all you've been given. Some days you just get by. Yeah, some days you're just alive. Some days you're living like you never die. The blues a little bluer up in the sky. Your high's a little high. You feel that?
Oh, Packer, where do I start? He's constantly thinking of ways to be better, how U.S. Rehab can be better, and how much more he can serve, and how much more he can do to promote VGM, U.S. Rehab, and our members.
I think Greg has an uncanny ability to take a broad perspective of the industry, of listening to his members and his vendors and doing things differently. He just has a knack for being a connector, connecting our members and our vendors, identifying their needs, and then acting on them.
He's got so much industry knowledge, and he just, like, there's not a member or a location in this country you can't mention. And he's gonna know the name, who used to work there, who they're married to, what their dog's name is, whatever their favorite food is. Packer knows all that stuff, and it's just so amazing that he keeps all of that in some Rolodex in his brain and is able to take all of that information and just come up with these awesome ideas.
I think an example that Greg has done and continues to grow is the FMA, the Functional Mobility Assessment. He reached out, heard from members, identified a need, presented it to our vendor partners who also saw a need. He partnered with the University of Pittsburgh and he created the FMA. The FMA is, think of it, outcomes for patients, see how well the equipment is working. And now he has over 10,000 patients in his database.
Anything for the members. Member needs anything, one of our vendor partner needs anything, he's constantly, wheels are turning, constantly spinning, calling at 10 o'clock at night, texting at 4 o'clock in the morning. You can't say Greg Packer without thinking passion. That dude is like constant go all the time.
I would have to say Greg's leadership style is non-traditional. But the one thing Greg does is he brings passion. He brings heart. He is very passionate about his members, his vendors, the patient, and VGM.
Greg is a really authentic leader. He's not polished. He's not, this textbook of what you would think, but he makes you want to be better.
Thank you. I so much appreciate this, and as I talked to Jeremy today, I have to thank him. I don't know why, but I'm supposed to thank Jeremy. I think that it's so neat to work for a family organization like VGM. I mean, from the top, Mike Malero, to all of us, it's just like a family there. And it's such a pleasure to work for a company like that. I remember coming here and interviewing and talking to Van when Van was still here. He would come in your office and just sit down and chat with you. And he would always say, "Packy, what are you doing today?" And I would say, "I'm doing this or that." He said, "You think you're gonna make a mistake today? Because if you're not making a mistake, you're not doing anything." And just some of those types of things. And Mike challenges you, Mike Isaacson as well as Mike Malero and Clint, they challenge you to fix things and to get better And that's what I think this company's about. But it's just the family environment. And I so appreciate this, and thank you for everyone. And yes, Isaacson, we'll talk.
Now it's time for our Problem Solver Award. The nominees in this category possess a strong ability to identify, analyze, and solve problems. They develop cohesive solutions that benefit the entire organization. They're all about identifying real problems and practical approaches forward. The finalists for the 2021 Problem Solver Award are Kelsey Burke, a leader who has transformed our human resources team and also is an important member of our pandemic task force. Megan Chris, a HomeLink team lead who serves as a role model for her entire team. And Brian Thiemer, of VGM Insurance, a true team player who goes out of his way to help others succeed. And the winner is Kelsey Burke.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Since Kelsey joined the human capital team, the whole department has been elevated. She's so professional and polished, but she still meets the employees where they're at.
It would have been easy for her to just adopt all of the rules and policies that we had in place, but she questioned everything, and I think that that's really been important to the advancement and the modernization of our approach to people.
She's not afraid of a challenge, and she always questions status quo. She wants to know why a process has been done the way that it has, and then work to decide if that still makes sense today.
She can look at a problem and see so many different sides. And the solutions that she brings to the table are not by the book, which is what I love. And when you're in HR, that can be really tough because some kind of think that that's a really scripted role.
Nothing is a snap decision for Kelsey. She understands that everybody and every situation is different. It's not black and white. And she tries to make the best decision and outcome for the employee and for VGM.
Oh, the pandemic. Kelsey, we had to tap her on the shoulder pretty early on when we realized we had a crisis on our hands, and she is somebody that you want at the table during a crisis.
She knows a ton about our employees, how our messaging is going to be received and understood, and bringing those perspectives to the table has really helped us as a task force be more successful.
Everyone should be glad and grateful that she is in HR at VGM. She's gonna advocate for you, and she's gonna make sure you're taken care of. Even though she has a really serious role with the company and a big job, she also can let her hair down and have a great time and laugh right alongside everyone within the company.
One thing about Kelsey that I do not have firsthand experience with, but she is a gambler. She has taken some coworkers' dough, I believe, and when she gambles, her alter ego comes out, and they call her Boxcar Betty.
Oh my gosh. I didn't need all of that to be known. I did not anticipate this, but it's been a privilege to be nominated alongside such great people, and I am incredibly thankful for all of the great leaders that I've had to follow, mentors, coaches, friends that have supported me through my journey, and I forgot all the things I was going to say if this actually happened. I was banking on it not happening. So, yeah, I appreciate the wonderful teams that I work on, Human Capital, our HR team, our task force, who would have thought that we would still need that today, but I do appreciate those people. They are really the people doing the work and solving the problems behind the scenes, and I'm thankful to work for the best company alongside the very best people. So thank you.
It's now my honor to present this year's award for Ace of Initiative. Nominees in this award category are always ready for action and display maximum drive to perform and excel in their roles. They think of ways to help improve the business, and they're ready to turn any vision into a reality. Your finalists for the Ace of Initiative Award are Jason Fort, who manages production at Strategic Imaging and embodies VGM's Power of One principles. Janet Hyman, who keeps the Waterloo fulfillment team organized and in good spirits. And Noelle Lomas, whose positive impact on the HomeLink work comp team has earned her 2 promotions in the past year. And the winner is Noelle Lomas.
You know, one of the great things that I've observed about Noelle and her time here at HomeLink is she is a very humble and modest leader.
So Noelle is not afraid to dig in, get her hands dirty, get the work done. No matter what the job is, she'll get in and do it.
Noelle is not the type of person that's going to let whatever her job title is go to her head. You can see that in how she interacts with everybody.
So Noelle just has a really great mindset that is customer focused, whether it's the patients that she or her team works with, or the providers, or the insurance companies. She will really maintain focus on ensuring all parties involved are satisfied.
She can challenge something, but do it in such a manner that she is still positive about it. And that's actually something that not a lot of people possess that quality. There's a lot to be said for anybody who is a consistent person.
She's very real. She doesn't beat around the bush. She kind of just takes the action at hand and takes it head on. And that's super valuable to work with her day to day, and is such a good role model to her individual teams.
I saw Noelle last spring, so spring of 21, at a junior high track meet in Conrad, Iowa. I knew it was Noelle. I didn't say her name. And it was like, man, I don't interact with her that much, but by now I sure as heck better know her name. I was embarrassed. Fast forward a few weeks, there's an event out at the farm. And I pulled Monica aside and asked Monica, is that Noelle? Do I have the name right? Go on a few more weeks, and Noelle gets promoted. She and Monica and I are sitting down in my office, and we're talking about her goals for her new job. Somehow it comes up in conversation. She calls me out. Basically said, I hope you're gonna know my name now. I'm like, well, no, I knew your name. She goes, no, I heard you ask Monica.
That's just her realness too. Like, you know what I mean? She just like tells it like it is, and Matt's reaction was awesome. He just laughed, and yeah, she's great.
Thank you for whoever nominated me. I'm gonna assume it was Shannon, and she knows that I don't like public recognition, so when we get back to work tomorrow, you're in trouble. I don't love that, and so actually it didn't really bother me that Matt didn't know my name. I kind of like to work behind the scenes, but I did want to make sure that I called him out after he asked who I was, so that's great. But yeah, I just am thankful to work for such a great company that recognizes its employees, that celebrates the wins. I wouldn't be where I am today without the teams I have behind me and the mentors, all of the people that I've worked with over the years. So I am very, very grateful for that, and can't wait to see how much we grow over the next few years. Thanks, guys.
Our finalists for the Difference Maker Award excel at managing details. You may not hear much about them, but they smooth the way for everyone to succeed at their jobs. The finalists for the Difference Maker Award are Shanice Haft, a payables associate for HomeLink, who never settles for mediocrity; Juan Reyes, who moved from Phoenix to Pennsylvania to lead Fulfillment's new warehouse; and Jessica Varen, Forbin's operation manager, who always goes the extra mile for her coworkers and clients. And the winner is Juan Reyes.
bust a move. In the city, ladies look pretty. Guys tell jokes so they can see witty.
Juan and his wife Yuli made the decision to pack up their lives and move all the way across the country. Juan opened up our facility in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, our newest VGM fulfillment facility, and we are so grateful to he and Yuli for doing that.
He's taken ownership over this warehouse, which is just fantastic to see. He makes a difference with the way he presents what needs to be done. The team understands it, and the team's fully behind him.
Juan is a very charismatic and very intelligent leader. Whenever I talk about Juan, when I'm in Phoenix, I'm updating the team on how Juan is doing in Pennsylvania, their eyes light up. They really care about Juan, and they really do miss him. And he's got this great effect on people, very unique and very special type of leader.
He is also really good with the team. They love him. One of the things that really stands out with me on what Juan does is he really pays attention to his team. He's building a family there, and I think that those are key elements to his success and to our success.
It's very important to have people who understand VGM's culture, understand what we're about, be a big part of these integrations when we bring on new facilities. We have the luxury of a reputation in Waterloo, Iowa. We don't have that in Phoenix and Nashville and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So you've got to have people that can establish connections with the community. People like Juan make a big difference.
So one of the things that Juan does bring to the table in Pennsylvania, specifically in the area that we're in, is being bilingual. The ability to speak two languages has truly helped us set up and get going there. Very proud of Juan.
He really deserves this award, this Difference Maker Award. I feel like it was made for him.
Muchas gracias. So, I do want to say thank you to everybody, especially my team, Phoenix team that I left behind, and my new Pennsylvania team that I have. I really, really, really love them. They've been doing a really, really good job. I got pretty much blessed with a good team over there. I just want to talk a little bit about them because they've done so well and they deserve all of that. So this goes out for the team. This is for them. Everything I do is just basically make them better. Hopefully I'm doing a good job at that, and they take that and run with that. It helps me be better as a better leader, so I can acknowledge where I might be coming up short or if I'm doing a good job to keep doing that. But at the end of the day, they're the ones doing it. I'm here tonight. I left my team there yesterday, today, tomorrow, and everything is running smooth, if not better. That's just proof that it just takes caring for the people. And that is something that I got from the first day I came on board here with this company. You know, Sergio got to meet me out there. He's like, who's Juan? You know, he wanted to meet Juan. He didn't expect me, but I was like, this is Juan. How are you, sir? And after that, it was just like he knew what I was capable of. I did everything that I could do, try to do the things right. And if the opportunity was there, I took it. So I would just say, you know, take it, learn as much as you can, and always try to help out those. But at the end of the day, I'm very happy with the teams that I've been working with, and I'm happy working with VGM as a whole. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Congratulations, Juan. Now, before presenting the Van G. Miller Employee of the Year Award, VGM CEO Mike Malero has a special announcement to share.
Thank you, Jeremy. And a big congratulations to all of our finalists, all of our award winners so far. We have an amazing group of people at VGM all across our company, and I am so proud of everybody who works for our company, and especially tonight for all of our finalists, so thank you. Before we get to our finalists for Van G. Miller Employee Owner of the Year Award, I want to share a few words about another one of our founders, Jim Walsh. Now, Jim was general counsel of VGM from 1996 to 2021. He just retired at the end of 21. But we continue to get the benefit of his leadership because Jim remains our chairman of our board and an ESOP trustee for our company. Jim, congratulations on your retirement. He couldn't be with us tonight, but I think he's watching from home. So congratulations on your retirement, and on behalf of every person in this company who's here today, as well as everyone who's ever been part of VGM, which you helped create, thank you for your contributions to VGM.
In the summer of 1986, VGM's founder, Van G. Miller, had an idea that would become a membership group of home medical equipment providers. VGM has certainly changed since then, growing and evolving in both size and its offerings. But before VGM could become the company it is today, Van was going to need some help. His first call about this crazy idea of his was to Jim Walsh, his best friend, trusted legal advisor, and a building block of VGM.
People don't realize that when Van was let go by his brothers as part of Miller Medical Service, and he wanted to start a company, first people he went to were Jim and John Deary. He said, okay, Jim, I need X amount of money from you, and John, I need X amount of money from you. And John Deary told me that he went to Jim and he said, do you think this is going to work? And Jim said, well, probably not, but it's not that much money, so let's give it to him anyway. And we did, and those were the basic building blocks of VGM.
Well, I've had the pleasure to work with Jim Walsh for the last 25 years, and I consider Jim one of my mentors. He has taught me a lot. He's taught me what to do. He's also taught me what not to do. But for the most part, Jim has been there as a great sounding board. When you're in a tough situation and you need to have an answer, you call Jim. And that was his role behind Van. Van had great vision, great ideas. It was Jim who had to figure it all out.
Jim had a knack of vision. He looked at beyond, I should say, the horizon to see what else was out there and what it could be added and how we could diversify. Amazing, but that's how VGM continued to grow.
Van really believed in we can just grow organically and we should always do stuff ourselves. And Jim sort of had a perspective of, yeah, we should do that, but sometimes making an acquisition is important. And in 97 was the first acquisition VGM ever made. It was US Rehab, and it was a competitive group. You know, Van wanted to compete with them, and Jim basically said, well, why don't we just buy them? And they did that, and then subsequent to that, we've done 20 plus acquisitions, and you know, Jim's involved at different levels and different ones, but the whole idea that sometimes we would acquire other businesses really originated with Jim Walsh.
He challenged all of us on a regular basis. He just wanted you to think about it. He wanted to make sure that you knew what you were doing and why you were doing it and was it going to work, and you know, it made you look at the details of how you would move that forward.
Jim, you've been a hub for the city of Waterloo for many, many years. And you've been that same hub for VGM. And I think that every good company needs somebody that is about culture, is about associates, is about family, and has a vision to where they want to take the company. And you certainly had all that.
You know, Jim's really a building block of our company and foundational to this whole company. And if it weren't for him, you know, Van's name is on the building and the company, but Jim was integral to everything that ever happened at VGM. And without him, the company wouldn't be here.
Serving as the steadying influence and strong number two behind a maverick and visionary entrepreneur is an incredibly important role. Jim served that role well, and the employee owners of VGM owe him a debt of gratitude. Thank you, Walshy, from all of us at VGM for your dedication to our future.
And now for our final award of the evening. When we created our award program a little over 5 years ago, one of the decisions we made was to name our Employee Owner of the Year award after our founder and namesake, Van G. Miller. It's one of the ways we honor Van's legacy today. It's also a way to be very clear with this award that it's got a very high magnitude, and it truly honors the best of the best among us. So tonight, while we celebrate our people, we celebrate many achievements, we celebrate teamwork, and we celebrate the culture of our great company by embodying one of our Power of One principles, which is to cheer each other on. The nominees for the 2021 Van G. Miller Employee Owner of the Year Award are Emily McCormack. Emily is Director of Operations for VGM Insurance. She's amazing with customers and teammates, and notably, she led insurance's digital transformation this past year. Bryce Sivsand. Bryce is one of HomeLink's operations managers. He's smart, smooth, and very impressive. He's also so beloved by his team. Last year, they dressed up as him for Halloween. True story. And Molly Wilson. Molly is our assistant controller in corporate accounting, and she helps leaders throughout our company understand how their decisions will impact the financial results, as well as always adding value to every interaction that she has with people. And the winner of our 2021 Van G. Miller Employee Owner of the Year Award is Emily McCormack.
When I think about the Van G. Miller Award, it makes me think about the traits that Van had. And one that he had that we all should emulate is the fact that he treated every customer the same. Small customers, large customers. He made them feel like they're the only customer we had. And Emily does the same.
Emily just brings a standard of excellence to everything that she does. She has a level of energy and positivity that just gets radiated out to customers, it gets radiated out to the team that she works with.
It's infectious. Other people want to be a part of it. Everyone wants to feel that thing that she has that says we can make a difference.
She has a passion for insurance, and I know that's hard to say because most of us find insurance really boring. But Emily has dug in and has learned the business from ground up, and has just excelled at every level.
Here's the best story that I have about Emily. She has an adjective that she uses all the time, and that adjective is incredible. We're making incredible progress. This employee, really incredible. And when you see her use it, it's not flippant. Her eyelids go up a little bit, and she even leans in a little when she says it. It's incredible. She believes it to her core.
I think Emily epitomizes many of our Power of One principles. She is the epitome of an employee owner committed to our company, committed to the success of the people that work with her, committed to our customers.
When I think about the Power of One principles, I think about find fun in your day. And again, insurance isn't the funnest subject in the world, but every so often during the day, you can hear a loud laugh coming from Emily's office.
Even if she's just giggling, it emanates back in over to where we are, and you can hear this energy about life and about what we're doing.
Emily has great leadership. She's a very positive, bright light in our company.
Emily's just got a can-do attitude. It comes out loud and clear when there's problems or challenges inside VGM Insurance, and everyone's first draft choice is always Emily.
Emily's just a phenomenal part of our VGM family. We're lucky to have her, and we're lucky to have her as a role model and a representative of our great company.
She's a good egg. I really like her. I can't wait to see what the future holds for her. She's young, energetic, and ready to go. Get out of the way. She's going to be really, really successful, and we will be too because of her. That's a good thing.
Thank you. Thank you for those really kind and generous words. I really didn't think this was going to happen, so I totally didn't prepare. I'm so grateful to be a part of this team And by team, I mean all of VGM. The story I keep coming back to is a couple months ago, I was training one of our new hires, and he asked me, "Do you like your job?" And I thought for a second, and then I said, "No, I love my job." And it's because what we do has impact, has value, and is meaningful. You're right, Mike. Insurance is maybe not the most exciting and fun thing, but I get to come in every day and know that what I do helps protect the businesses and the livelihood of my customers. And we all get to share in that. We all get to support these people who are taking care of patients or just making an impact in their community and the lives of others. I am so honored and humbled by this award, but more so, I am honored and humbled to be a part of this team. So thank you all so much.
Congratulations, Emily. Such a well-deserved honor. You know, 2021 may not have been the return to normal that we'd hoped it would be, but we were able to welcome change and achieve some great things despite all the challenges. Our finalists and our award winners tonight are proof of the power of one and evidence that our individual achievements can combine to make VGM the absolute best it can be. When all of us work together as a family, we realize the true power of our company. And now we're going into 2022 energized, optimistic, and strong.
That's right. So this concludes our 2021 VGM Awards. A big thank you to everyone who joined us here in person, as well as everyone at home who tuned in. You all make a difference every single day. And as we work throughout 2022, please pay attention to those people around you who go above and beyond and truly make a difference. Watch out for those star performers who have a positive impact on our customers, our coworkers, and our communities. And maybe nominate them for an award. We never know where our next VGM Award winners will be. It may even be one of you in this room. Congratulations again to all of tonight's winners and, of course, all of our finalists. Jeremy, thank you for being my co-host, sort of last minute. I appreciate that. You did a good job. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed the program. Before we celebrate, we ask that all finalists, past and present, make your way over to the VGM backdrop for photos. Also, the centerpieces at the tables are for the finalists, so please take those with you as well. I'd also like to thank everybody viewing at home tonight. Congratulations to all of our finalists and all the winners. Good night.
Purchase your tracks. Purchase your tracks. Hey.